I took a walk down Boulevard of Memories tonight. The neon signs were flickering, losing all their light. The diner where we used to sit and talk until the dawn has boards across the windows and the neon buzz is gone. The theater marquee's blank, the marquee letters fell like a perfect tragic metaphor for a story we can't tell. The street's completely empty, the traffic lights just blink, giving me way too much time to stand right here and think. Cause this whole city has turned into a ghost town ever since the day you went and let our kingdom down. Every single corner holds a phantom of your smile. Every sidewalk reminds me how we walked that extra mile. I'm wandering the avenues, a shadow in the dark, searching through the ruins for a single living spark. Searching through the ruins for a single living spark. But the buildings are hollow and the cold one starts to blow. Yeah, you left me in a ghost town when you said you had to go. I passed by the old park bench where we carved our twin initials. Now the wood is rotting out, making our end official. The playground is silent, the swings just gently sway, moving to a rhythm of a breeze that's turned to gray. It's funny how a population drops from 2 to 1. And suddenly the streets feel like they've never seen the sun. I used to love the noise, hear the music in the air. Now I'm suffocating slowly in the quiet everywhere. Cause this whole city has turned into a ghost town ever since the day you went and let our kingdom down. Every single corner holds a phantom of your smile. Every sidewalk reminds me how we walked that extra mile. I'm wandering the avenues, a shadow in the dark, searching through the ruins for a single living spark. Searching through the ruins for a single living spark. But the buildings are hollow and the cold one starts to blow. Yeah, you left me in a ghost town when you said you had to go. They say that people still live here, that life goes on the same, but I only hear an echo when the wind whispers your name. I'm the last soul left standing in a city built for two, a lonely broken marshal in a world stripped of its blue. Do I pack my bags and hitch a ride up past the county line, or do I stay and guard the wreckage of a time we can't repline? Or do I stay and guard the wreckage of a love that once was mine? Yeah, pierced through the center of a faded broken map, trapped inside a history that snapped right in our lap. The high rises are empty and the midnight air is chill. You turned us to a ghost town and the clock is standing still. And the clock is standing still, just a tumbleweed soul and a darkened street, the dust settling down, and the distance so far that knowing where you are than a lonely ghost like me. I took her out to that upscale restaurant downtown, the one we always go to when our luck turned around. She laughed at my story, she reached for my hand. She's perfect and sweet, doing the best that she can. She looks at me with eyes that are clear and so bright, deserving of a man who can love her just right. But I'm staring at the candlelight, dancing a wall, and feeling a chill that shouldn't be here at all. Cause sometimes I look into her eyes and I see a glimpse of us, a phantom disguise, a flash of the we were the ones walking in that extra mile. She's holding me tight that I can't seem to slay. I'm trying my best to love someone new. Every small glimpse of us leads me right back to you. She plays with my hair when I'm falling asleep, unaware of the secrets that my memories keep. Her touch is so gentle, her heart is so pure. She's everything a broken man needs for a cure. But when she pours the coffee or leaves keys by the door, my mind starts to wander to what we had before. It's a terrible habit, a beautiful sin, to compare where I am to where we have been. Cause sometimes I look into her eyes and I see a glimpse of us, a phantom disguise, a flash of the we were the ones walking in that extra mile. She's holding me tight that I can't seem to slay. I'm trying my best to love someone new. Every small glimpse of us leads me right back to you. It's not fair to her, it's not fair to me, to be trapped in a ghost of what used to be. She's building a future on a cracked foundation, while I'm living in a state of pure isolation. I want it present, I want to move on, but how do you fight a love that's Yeah, sometimes I look into her eyes and I see a glimpse of us under midnight skies. A flash of the wind and blew out our very last spark. She's kissing my cheek, but I'm miles on a gray. I'm trying so hard to love someone new. Every small glimpse of us leads me right back to you. Just a passing reflection in a stranger's face, a temporary comfort in an empty space. She asks me what's wrong, and I smile and say nothing while my chest starts to ache. 'Cause it's a glimpse of us that's keeping me awake, a glimpse of us and a love I can't remake. The timer on the oven went off right on time. I set the table like I always do. 2 placements, 2 glasses, a bottle of wine, a perfect picture tailored just for you. I pulled out your chair, heard your step on the floor. Or maybe it was just the house settling in. Or maybe it was just the house settling in. The headlights I waited for passed by the door, and the loneliness started to win. Now I'm sitting across from a half-eaten meal, staring at the side that you didn't touch, trying to swallow the way that I feel, wondering how a love could cost this much. The steak is getting cold, the candle's burning low, a quiet anniversary spent all alone. I'm picking at the pieces of a life we used to know over a half-eaten meal on my own. The silver fork is resting right where I left it there, next to a napkin that's perfectly clean. I'm trapped in the silence of your empty chair and the ghost of the couple we should have been. I took a few bites, but it tastes just like ash. Took a few bites, but it tastes just like ash when the person you cooked for is miles away. The memories of us are beginning to crash in the space where you chose not to stay. While I'm sitting across from a half-eaten meal, staring at the side that you didn't touch, trying to swallow the way that I feel, wondering how a love could cost this much. The steak is getting cold, the candle's burning low, a quiet anniversary spent all alone. I'm picking at the pieces of a life we used to know over a half-eaten meal on my own. We used to fight over who got the last bite, laugh until our ribs started to ache. Now I give anything for a messy kitchen night, staring at the side that you didn't touch, trying to swallow the way that I feel. God, I never knew an absence could hurt this much. The candle burned out, the room's getting cold, a bitter reminder of a story untold. I'm clearing away the pieces of a life we used to know with this half-eaten meal on my own. I scrape the platings on the counter, a final curtain call with this half-eaten meal on my own. I scrape the plate into the trash and a half-eaten meal. I went outside tonight to look up the dark, hoping to catch a little piece of your spark. The city is noisy, but the sky is so still, holding the promises that we couldn't fulfill. You always said when the world got too loud, you'd hide in the silver of a midnight cloud. Well, it's midnight now, and I'm standing alone, calling a number that is no longer your phone. And I see your name written up in the stars, like a beautiful map of these heavy old scars. Are you shining for me? Are you clearly aware that I'm wishing on space for a ghost who isn't there? Yeah, I'm looking for us in the infinite blue, but it's just cold constellations and the memory of you. We used to lie on the hood of my car, tracing the lines from star to star. You swore that Orion was watching our back, and our love was a rocket that could never go off track. Now I look at the telescope left by the bed and swallow the words that I should have said. You didn't just leave me, you left the whole earth, leaving me wondering what a lifetime is worth. While I see your name written up in the stars like a light from a star that we see is just an old echo of what used to be. That the star might be dead, completely burned out, while we're down here wondering what it's about. And it feels like a metaphor written for us, a beautiful flash that turned into dust, a beautiful flash that turned into dust. I'm looking at you a million years ago to feel the one warmth that I used to know. In the stars, a blinding reminder of these shattering scars. Are you looking down? That will never see day. The galaxies turn and they don't even care. Yeah, I'm searching for us in the infinite blue, but it's just an empty space and the heartbreak of you, just a silver dot in the velvet night, in the fading light beam of a perfect light. I close my eyes so I don't see how far away you are from me in the stars. Good night. I watched you pack the final box and tape it with a sigh. We both ran out of pretty words to cover up goodbye. You kept the keys, I kept the couch. We split the master plan and watched a lifetime slip away like water through our hands. You hugged me tight and whispered low against my shaking shoulder, gonna find our peace apart as we keep getting older. You looked into my tear-stained eyes, trying to light a spark, and left me with a heavy phrase to carry through the dark. You said, it'll be okay, just give it some time. You're gonna find your footing on the steep side of the climb. The bleeding's gonna stop, the morning's gonna break, and you'll find a way to love again without the bitter ache. But okay feels like a mountain that I'm never gonna reach, and time is just a medicine that doesn't wanna teach. Right now it feels like dying, so don't look back and tell me that it'll be okay. The dust is setting on the spots where all your pictures hung. The sweetest words we ever spoke have died upon my tongue. I tried to take a deep breath in, but the air is way too thin without your gravity around to keep me locked within. They say the first few weeks are hard, the routine has to shift, but every morning feels like waking up inside a drift of cold and heavy winter snow that pairs me while you are out there moving on, adjusting easily. Cause you said it'll be okay, just give it some time. You're gonna find your footing on the steep side of the climb. The bleeding's gonna stop, the morning's gonna break, and you'll find a way to love again without the bitter ache. But okay feels like a mountain that I'm never gonna reach, and time is just a medicine that doesn't wanna teach. Right now it feels like dying, so don't look back and tell me that it'll be okay. Is it okay to break down on the kitchen tile? Is it okay that I haven't even tried to smile? You threw that phrase like a safety net to catch me from the fall, but words don't have the strength to fix a single thing at all. It's just a bandage on a wound that's ripping open wide, a polite excuse to shield you from the wreckage left inside. You said it'll be okay, just give it some time. You're gonna find your footing on the steep side of the climb. The bleeding's gonna stop, the morning's gonna break, and you'll find a way to love us that you only made to leave. A beautiful illusion that I can't afford believe. Right now it feels like dying when the sky you walk away, when the sky it turns to gray. So don't look back and tell me that it'll be okay, just a closing door. No, it'll never be okay. I found an old music box hidden in the trunk. The gears were all rusted, the wood had gone cold, just like the devotion that beautifully sunk in the delicate promises we couldn't hold. You used to hum a sweet tune in the dark to quiet in my chest, a soft, gentle rhythm, a beautiful spark that guided my heavy spirit to rest. But the melody broke when it scattered across the floor. Now the silence is heavy, the night is too long, and I'm trapped in the echo of a forgotten song. And I'm still hearing those long-lost lullabies, singing me to sleep under dishonest skies. A haunting reminder of the way we used to fit, before you decided our fire was lit and quit. Every note is a tear, every chord is a scar, reminding my heart just how distant you are. Yeah, the darkness comes down and the quiet replies with the bittersweet sound of our long-lost lullaby. Drove past the park on the edge of the town, where we sat on the grass as the summer went dim. The wind through the willow tree started to blow, sounding just like your voice on the very outer rim. I closed my eyes tightly and tried to retrace the exact configuration of your warm and kiss change. And the song that we wrote has been cruelly rearranged, but the melody broke when it scattered across the floor. Now the silence is heavy, the night is too long, and I'm trapped in the echo of a forgotten song. And I'm still hearing those long-lost lullabies, singing me to sleep under dishonest skies. A haunting reminder of the way we used to fit, before you decided our fire was lit and quit. Every note is a tear, every chord is a scar, reminding my heart just how distant you are. Yeah, the darkness comes down and the quiet replies with the bittersweet sound of our long-lost lullaby. Can somebody turn it down? Can somebody make it stop? I'm waiting for the final heavy note to drop. Is it a memory, or am I losing my mind to a beautiful symphony we left behind? It's a cruel kind of symphony we left behind. It's a cruel kind of song that don't have an end, played by a lover who turned to the worst of friends. And I'm still hearing those long-lost lullabies, singing me to sleep under dishonest skies. A haunting reminder of the way we used to fit, before you decided our fire was lit and quit. Every note is a tear, every chord is a scar, reminding my heart just how distant you are. Long-lost lullabies. If you love me for my beauty, one day you may walk away. Someone brighter, someone newer could steal your heart someday. If you love me for my riches, gold can always fade with time. Someone wealthier may find you, and you'll leave this love behind. But if you love me for who I am, not for the things I own, you'll stay beside me through it all, and never leave me alone. Beauty fades and money comes and goes, but a faithful heart will always show. No one else can take my place when you love my soul, not just my face. Time will change the world around us. Seasons come and seasons fly, but a love that's true and honest never has to say goodbye. And love me for who I am, that's all I'll ever need. standing in a crowded room with music playing loud, but I might as well be stranded in a ghost town, not a crowd. People laughing, raising glasses, shouting over the bass. Well, I'm just busy trying to erase your missing face. I check my phone 1,000 times pretending I've got plans. I check my phone 1,000 times pretending I've got plans to hide the fact that I've got shaking, empty hands. It's funny how a room can be as full as it can be and still feel like an island built for only me. And I've never felt so alone, even with people around, drowning in the middle of a symphony of sound. They're all moving forward, catching the wind in their sails, while I'm trapped in the wreckage of our beautiful fails. The world is spinning fast, but my heart is a stone. God, I swear to you, I've never felt so alone. Yeah, I've never felt so alone. I walked outside to find some air, the neon light was cold, staring at the sidewalk where our stories once were told. A couple walked right past me, holding hands against the chill, the exact kind of magic that we managed to kill. I used to think that loneliness was being by yourself, like an old forgotten volume sitting dusty on a shelf. But now I know the hardest part of missing one a shelf. But now I know the hardest part of missing what we had is being surrounded by the happy when you're breaking down this bad. 'Cause I've never felt so alone, even with people around, drowning in the middle of a symphony of sound. They're all moving forward, catching the wind in their sails, while I'm trapped in the wreckage of our beautiful fails. The world is spinning fast, but my heart is a stone. God, I swear to you, I've never felt so alone. Yeah, I've never felt so alone. Call a cab, I head on home to face the quiet walls, where the shadow of your memory just grows and never falls. The noise of the party fades into the dark, but the silence in my kitchen leaves a much deeper mark. It follows me to bed, it settles on my chest, the most crowded kind of isolation I've ever possessed. Yeah, I've never felt so alone, even with the world around, suffocating slowly in this empty-hearted town. Everyone is moving on, catching the wind in their sails, while I am left to wonder over all of our details. The universe keeps turning, completely set in stone, but without you here beside me, I've never felt so alone. God, I've never felt so alone. Just the ticking of the clock and the locking of the door. Never felt so alone. I walked down to the park at the edge of our old street. The afternoon was fading into gray. The wood chips crunched beneath the soles of my heavy feet, where we used to run and wash the world away. I sat down on the swing chain, the iron cold and worn, staring at the empty sandbox by the tree. This is the very spot where our first promise was born, back when loving you was wild and completely free. We used to think the sky was something we could climb, before we learned the gravity of passing time. Now the paint is peeling on the iron bars, and the shadows look a lot like all our open scars. I'm just sitting with these playground ghosts tonight, watching our younger selves are laughing through the light. Before you broke my heart, before the world went cold, back when forever was a hand that I could hold. We built a kingdom out of plastic slides and dreams. Now it's all tearing apart right at the seams. Yeah, the wind is whistling through the rusted coast, leaving me alone with these playground ghosts. I looked over at the seesaw, sitting in the dirt, frozen in a perfect bitter balance of our pain. I remember how we laughed until our stomachs used to hurt, long before we learned to weaponize the rain. Now one side is grounded, stuck deep in the clay, and the other's reaching upward, begging you to stay. We forgot how to give, we forgot how to take. We just kept on pushing till the wood began to break. We used to think the sky was something we could climb, before we learned the gravity of passing time. Now the paint is peeling on the iron bars, and the shadows look a lot like all our open scars. I'm just sitting with these playground ghosts tonight, watching our younger selves are laughing through the light. Before you broke my heart, before the world went cold, back when forever was a hand that I closing up. The children in the railroad gone home, left sitting on the rustic swing entirely alone, just an old. I heard the sharp snap before the white square rolled out, a tiny frame trapping what we were about. You laughed at the camera, your head tilted back, before the bright colors faded to black. Now I'm holding this glossy piece of paper today, staring at a moment that refused to decay. Your arms around my shoulder, your thumb on my skin, right where the aching is about to begin, to lock us in a template on the bedroom light. It feels like a blade cutting deep in the night. And oh, I'm looking at these Polaroid scars, frozen reminders of the way we burned stars, a chemical memory that won't fade away, keeping me bleeding in the shade of the gray. You smiled so sweet while you broke me in two, trapped in a border of permanent blue. Yeah, my fingers are burning where the paper tears, living with the damage of these Polaroid scars. I try to put the picture in the back of a drawer, hidden underneath the old keys to the door, but I can still see it through the wood in the dark, the exact configuration of our very last spark. You were wearing that jacket with the tear on the sleeve, it's a 4x4 prison of a paradise lost, a glossy reminder of a terrible cost. It only took a second for the chemical to dry, to lock us in a template on the bedroom light. It feels like a blade cutting deep in the night. And oh, I'm looking at these Polaroid scars, frozen reminders of the way we burned stars, a chemical memory that won't fade away, keeping me bleeding in the shade of the gray. You smiled so sweet while you broke me in two, trapped in a border of permanent blue. Yeah, my fingers are burning where the paper tears, living with the damage of these Polaroid scars. Should I take a match and let the plastic ignite, watch our perfect faces curl up in the light, turn the happy memories to charcoal and smoke, free my heavy chest from the suffocating choke. But even if it burns and the ashes turn cold, my mind will still picture the hand I used to hold. And oh, I'm looking at these Polaroid scars, frozen reminders of the way we burned stars, a chemical memory that won't fade away, keeping me bleeding in the shade of the gray. You smiled so sweet while you broke me in two, trapped in a border of permanent blue. The whiteboard is frayed, the color has stayed. Yeah, my fingers are burning where the paper tears. I didn't burn it, I just laid it face down on the scar. I'm sitting in the quiet of this empty room, staring at the space where you used to breathe. The shadow of your laughter slowly turns to gloom, and I'm tangled in the threads you had to leave. We built a castle out of words and midnight talks, swore we'd be the ones to make it through the storm. But now I'm pacing down these cold and lonely walks, trying to remember how it felt when we were warm. It's funny how a whisper can become a ghost. It's funny how the things we love can hurt the most. We had the map, we had the spark, we had the light, and now we're left with pieces of a broken forever. Two bleeding hearts that couldn't hold it together. We drew a beautiful picture, but the colors started to bleed. Now we're just casualties of a desperate need for all the promises we couldn't keep. I found your faded jacket in the back of the car. It still smells like the summer that we felt so hard, back when forever didn't quite this far, and we weren't just searching for a falling star. You said you'd never let me go, and I believed it too. I guess a desperate heart will hear what it wants to, but time became a river that we couldn't cross, and every day since then has just been a heavy loss. It's funny how a whisper can become a ghost. It's funny how the things we love can hurt the most. We had the map, we had the spark, we had the light, and now we're left with pieces of a broken forever. Two bleeding hearts that couldn't hold it together. We drew a beautiful picture, but the colors started to bleed. Now we're just casualties of a desperate need for all the promises we couldn't keep. Did we love too hard? Did we give up too soon? crying tears under a indifferent moon. I don't hate you for leaving, I don't blame myself. We just became books left to gather dust on the shelf. We meant every single love you that we ever said. So why does it feel like everything is dead? It's funny how a whisper can become a ghost. It's funny how the things we love can hurt the most. We had the map, we had the spark, we had the light, and now we're left with pieces of a broken forever. Two bleeding hearts that couldn't hold it together. We drew a beautiful picture, but the colors started to bleed. Now we're just casualties of a desperate need for all the promises we couldn't keep. All those promises, couldn't keep them, darling. The always, the forever, the me and you. Now I'm just standing here learning how to be someone new. Just a sad song playing on repeat, and a promise that we couldn't keep.